New video today from earlier this morning showing Americans stepping off a plane in Doha, Qatar, embracing loved ones and celebrating their newfound freedom on the tarmac before boarding another flight headed for the Washington, D.C. area, home soil, right here in the U.S. of A. The Biden administration's controversial deal, though, that negotiated the release of those 5 U.S. citizens in exchange for the return of 5 Iranian citizens plus some add-on sweet cash, is getting a lot of criticism. That deal also provided Iran, a state sponsor of terror, with $6 billion in previously frozen money. So those sanctions now, that cash released. President Biden, preparing for the UN General Assembly in New York this week, so note the timing, is offering his first reaction to those Americans coming home. Here it is. It's a quote. "I am grateful to our partners at home and abroad for their tireless efforts to help us achieve this outcome, including the governments of Qatar, Oman, Switzerland, and South Korea. And as we welcome home our fellow citizens, I once more remind all Americans of the serious risks of traveling to Iran. American passport holders should not travel there." End quote. Well, Doug, one of those people taken wrongfully by that oppressive theocracy of Iran was visiting his family. So there are going to be people who want to go back for sundry other reasons. Well, that doesn't speak to the issue, though, of how this deal really broke down. So I hear the admonition. What about the other half? Like, if you make too big of a sweetheart deal, it might put our national security at risk?
I think it definitely could, Harrison. Looking at this, I'm glad. Let's first off say, we're glad they're home. Yes, I'm glad that they're home. I mean, they're home. That's great. But again, what is the cost? You just put $6 billion into the hand of the largest state sponsor of terrorism almost in the world. They do it all over the world, and they don't like us. Okay, this is not going to make them better, not going to make it any easier. And it's interesting to me that it also highlights what we have seen here in the administration's lack of foreign policy. It just goes back into something here that I want to highlight. You mentioned UN Week. This is the first time, and I was talking with a person from the UN today, that has the first time they don't even remember when, it might be history, that the 4 of the 5 permanent members of the Security Council are not here. They don't want to meet with Joe Biden. And you throw this on Afghanistan, you throw this on the Ukrainian issue, you throw now this where we're just giving money to Iran, which goes back to an Obama administration issue. They gave money to them as well. It just shows that we're not serious on this stage.
You know, Lisa, let's talk about the kind of money that this is, because it's not like we cut them a check. This was in sanctions. These were what are supposed to be in place to keep them from doing this sort of thing. So when you lift that up, no matter what the amount of money, $6 billion, $10 billion, $1 billion, the message that it sends is even when we put gates on your behavior, we'll lift them.
Well, and we're also talking about a regime that you can't put gates on their behavior, right? They beat women to death in the streets. They are the world's largest state sponsor of terrorism. And what the Biden administration just did is said each American is worth $1.2 billion. And the Trump administration was able to get hostages back, but they didn't give them the money. And we're also talking about some of these Iranians that have been credibly accused or convicted of trying to export technology to Iran that could be used in missiles, could be used, against the United States in a real and meaningful way. And I think to add insult to injury with this, and just shows you what a shameful administration this is that Joe Biden notified Congress on the 22nd anniversary of 9/11. I mean, what a disgrace, right? And so I love this country, but under this administration is the first time I've ever been ashamed of our country.
Can we lean on that just a little bit? So 9/11, when the president is not at any of the crash sites, the attack sites, not at the White House, to commemorate and embrace the families of the people who died. We observe the day, we observe the deaths, but we embrace and we put our love around the families. He chooses that day to let this information come out. And I'm not going to fall for, well, the administration didn't realize what date it is. Maybe he didn't, but they knew.
Exactly. And so what a disgrace to do it on that day. And I recently interviewed one of the co-authors of Kabul, and he was talking about how they forced our military to pick up human feces for the Taliban to leave the airport in pristine condition. And then Joe Biden proceeded to go out there and say that the Taliban conducted themselves business-like after our Marines saw Americans being beaten and our allies being executed in the streets. So this administration is just shameful.
Kaylee, at one point, John Kirby, who is a top advisor to the president in the White House, was asked by our Jackie Heinrich, you know, why was the money added on to the one-on-one prisoner swap? Because we gave up 5, Iran gave up 5. Why couldn't that be enough? And he said, well, this was the deal we were able to strike. Who's wearing the pants?
Yeah, it's a great question. They are not negotiating from a place of American strength. And the Wall Street Journal editorial board said that's what's so troubling, is it's not from a place of strength. It's what Pompeo said this morning. American strength gets you a long way, and we're not seeing that with this administration. Tells you a lot when you watch the press briefings and you get answers like that one from John Kirby. If you go and watch the State Department press briefing from last week with Matt Miller, it was a total, complete disaster. The reporters were asking good questions. He had no answers. They asked about giving money to Iran. He said, quote, no one has given Iran $1 here. Okay, you may want to play semantics, but yes, you will just unleash $6 billion to Iran. And then he was asked, what happens if they fund terrorism with this money? He said, I don't want to get into hypotheticals. When you are speaking from a place of American strength, you say, if they use this to further terrorism, there will be repercussions, there will be consequences. Because I can tell you the Iranian regime are watching those statements coming from the State Department. They know they can railroad this administration that wants a nuclear deal. And I wish we could reverse engineer this and put my former colleague, National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien on this.
I talked about him last hour.
I heard you. Record hostages, 20 hostages out in 2 years, some in impossible circumstances. Reverse engineer this, put someone who knows what they're doing in charge. I think you wouldn't have had to unleash $6 billion.
Emily.
Yeah, you know, I think what's so disturbing about this is that the precedent was set for this by this president. And actually before his president, when he was vice president, right? Obama released 5 Taliban commanders for deserter Bergdahl. And then Biden released the merchant of death, Victor Bout, in exchange for Brittany Griner. But meanwhile, Paul Whelan is still imprisoned in Russia. Evan Gershkovich is still imprisoned in Russia. Amen to those Americans coming home. I agree with you. But the price that we've paid is exactly that. It's a price. And what we have now shouted to the world from this position of weakness is that we will pay a monetary price. So what now, with the gates flooded open, what Americans will be ransomed, what Americans will be stolen? And I note, too, the shame. You know, you brought up the shame aspect, and I totally agree with you, because the shame of this administration, go ahead and thank Switzerland, go ahead and thank Qatar and Oman. What about retired FBI agent Robert Levinson, who was abducted in Iran in 2007? Iran still hasn't given up his body. He still hasn't admitted that he died under their watch, or at least given us any information about it. What about the countless Americans that died serving our country, the wretched pullout in Afghanistan, the Benghazi? There are so many Americans who have lived and died for this country and for the security overseas. For this particular president to flaunt it in the form of a price that now hypotheticals rather than actual analysis is a description of them using it for nuclear gain, it is a disgrace.
I'm so glad you brought up Bob Levinson, because we heard from the State Department. We took it live with Secretary Antony Blinken, and he just made mention presumed deceased. I mean, I want to hear, is there a fight to bring that American posthumously home, or could he possibly still be alive?
Do you think Iran's changed? I'll just say this. Right now, as they got this money, they just kicked out the inspectors from the UN. They just kicked out the inspectors on their nuclear program. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah. By the way, the Iranian president and President Biden at the UN General Assembly this week. Both will speak.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.